25 out from his own line.
Big hit there. Garlick sweeps it right to the captain's call. And then put away is the number 12 for Sydney City. And that is Luke Ricketson, who got them out of an awful pickle at Marathon. Now, Lamb goes high. Oh, Hopewadi's made a mess of it. And it has been a knock-on ruled. But a golden opportunity coming for Sydney City.
And the Roosters claiming that the man getting the ball from Manly was offside in front of Hopewadi. I reckon you might get a, and he was, that's for sure, Hancock. You might get a Manly penalty out of this. So I think that they were taking out the Manly players, the winger Hopewadi.
Well, you've called him.
Eddie Ward telling the chasers there to play the ball. The penalty is for playing the man. Jack Elsgood, he never ever had his eye on the football. He went straight into his...
Garlick looks at him now and he wants the ball. Fittler's with it and he goes for a second man play for Walker. Walker well read, put away by Terry Hill. Good defence on the right side of defence by Hill. Miles on for Fittler. Fittler goes back with a kick. Really, it's almost a Cronulla tactic. Oh, they haven't put it away. Now they've got it. And it's a propelled forward. In goal. No offside, in goal. And it'll be a line dropout.
It is a superb kick. Isolating the Manly winger. Bounced around from both players. Knocked up again by Hopewadi. Finally, Craig Guinness took the football. As Ray pointed out, you can't be offside in your in-goal area. So Craig Guinness had every right to play at the footy.
Lyons is around the legs. Menzies over the top. And again, Lyons prominent in defence in the centre. Oh, Fittler got a pass away. Cleary working in a very narrow corridor. Gets the pass on for Adrian Lamb. There was a little question mark on it. He'll play the ball 17 metres away from the line. In comes Fittler. He drifts across the ground. Barnhill links up. Rigon goes flat and he's put down. 5 out. 5 tackles gone. It's Barnhill. Then for Walker. It's a shocker of a kick. Off the outside edge and backwards. They bat it down and they find a Manly player in Innes on the 20-metre line.
Well, I don't know about a question mark, Ray. I thought it was a dead set forward pass from Ivan Cleary to Adrian Lamb. But Manly have repelled them once again and combining a few passes here for Daniel Gartner to spin out of a couple.
He was hit by a shoulder from Lowry.
Should have been pulled up earlier.
Now it's with Lyons. Over the 40-metre line. Gets it away for Sidaris. Then away for Innes. Innes down to the 20. And he's pulled down over there by Luke Ricketson. 0-0. Sydney City Roosters and Manly Sea Eagles coming from Rugby League headquarters in Sydney. As Adrian Lamb is put down. Almost gentled down by Sidaris. This is Bonetti going for a run from dummy half, and he found the shoulder of Gartner. Buffeting run. Seen him in the top grade several times. He comes on as an impact player. Penalty goes to Sydney City. Oh, gee, the call might have been premature from Eddie.
And the crowd's gone off. A great ball from Lowry. And the receiver was into some open space.
Yeah, David Barnhill was the recipient of a tremendous ball from Jason Lowry. And as the pass is thrown, simultaneously the whistle is blown. No advantage there for the Roosters. They'd have loved to have seen play go on a little bit longer.
Did he? Apparently, my producer's telling me that Eddie admitted that he made a mistake and he apologised.
In passing, but he's a very good play with the ball in his hands.
And then Fittler across, leaves Walker out of it. Oh, Wells good. Another bouncing ball to the winger. This one couldn't take it.
Well, again, if we go back to the first round clash, Brad Fittler had an enormous amount of success with the long pass, the face pass. A few of them have gone astray tonight, and this one on the very first tackle.
Then from Garlick for Fittler. Fittler goes into the air. It's got the length. It's turned Hancock around. The chase is on. Hancock's back.
Well, that's tremendous play from Craig Hancock. He diffused a very difficult bomb, had to face his own line to do so. When he saw that he was confronted by a couple of Roosters players, he did the best thing possible, got into the field of play, went,
oh, a knock on in the mouth of the goal.
Scott Fulton.
By Scott Fulton. Now they start pushing and shoving. But this is going to be another golden opportunity for Sydney City.
Well, Scott Fulton here, very disappointed with the play of the ball, but he just took his eyes off it. It was his mistake and nobody else's. Hopewadi plays the football. He doesn't get a good... Well, no, I've got to say that he got an awful play of the ball from Hopewadi.
He did. It was a lethargic performance by Hopewadi in playing the ball, and he did no favours for his dummy half. So the scrum will form, and they come up, and they're throwing punches in there now.
I think you'll find it's Kosef.
Well, Sidaris and Troy have come away on the left. Garlic and Kosef on the right. Depends which fight you want to watch. I'll tell you what, though, you'll get your money back if you did pay. There was nothing in either.
And I'll tell you what, Phil Gould will be livid here if the penalty goes against the Roosters, because it was their ball. They were feeding the scrum. They had a great opportunity after 24 minutes, and if it goes against the Tricolours...
He's off. He's off.
Carroll's gone.
Carroll's gone for a headbutt.
Mark Carroll has been sent off. He is sent off. No sin bin. I've checked it twice.
No, I'm sure the referee signalled a headbutt there, Ravi. Another one's gone too.
Now, Hermanson's gone too. So Hermanson and Carroll sent off at the 24th minute.
Oh, forget about Sidaris, forget about Kosef and Garlic. The front rowers are gone.
17.
Let's see if we can... This meeting's not over. Julian Troy and Jim Sidaris.
After that scuffle in that scrum, these two blokes have had hold of each other, wrestling around. This Eastern Suburbs bloke's thrown a punch. I don't think it connected, but he was the bloke that threw over the top. Nothing too serious. They just were pulled apart after that, Eddie.
Okay. You heard the Taste report. Both of you knock it off, right? You don't want to play football. We won't play football. We'll get you.
Let's have a look at this. There's the big fellas in there. Oh, Carroll lets go with a headbutt, and Hermanson retaliated with a short right.
Well, hang on. How can Terry Hermanson go for that? There had to be something else, surely, that happened from that viewing.
From 40-metre line. John Hopewadi just into Sydney City's area. Still, we've got no score in Friday night football. Sidaris stepping lightly. Field has gone inside the 20. Manly, are they going to make it? Menzies, away for Hopewadi. John Hopewadi scores. Well, Lady Luck has smiled favourably on Manly, but it's a scornful look down at Sydney City.
And that was Manly doing what they do best. Backing up the ball carrier, keeping the football alive. Jim Sidaris does a great job to run inside off the Jeff Tuvey pass. He gets a ball away, fields it. As we freeze play there, that pass underneath sets the try. Andrew Walker was actually backing back. He was trying to wait for some of his Roosters players to get there as play continues. There he is finally coming in. But the one man had attracted three defenders. And Hopewadi there to take the Steve Menzies pass. But Walker backs away looking for help. It just never arrived.
Yeah, great Manly try this one. 6 or 7 pairs of hands involved and some great backing up. And Craig Field hasn't been on there that long, but he's done some very good things. Good ball from Gartner. And the Roosters simply ran out of troops.
A problem in back play for Terry Hill. As Manly make the ball do the work. Cosseff's long pass finds Menzies. Menzies pulled down by Brandon Pearson, and you could see that it's a very dubious right knee that Terry Hill is working on at the moment. Oh, Craig Innes! That was Houdini stuff! He's down to the 30! He gets his pass away for Hapawati! 10 metres out from the line. Probably should have brought a penalty. He got up to play it. Walker pushed him down. Then from field, it's gone away for Kosseff. They've got to score! They've got to make it! Menzies! Menzies is over! Eddie Ward will point to the spot, and Menzies is in for Manly. 8 points to 0.
And you get the feeling that less players on the field is going to favour Manly. Look at the dummy thrown by Craig Innes. Absolutely bewildered Ivan Cleary and Jack Elsgood. He then positioned his winger, and Andrew Walker came up with a try-saver on John Hapawati. And then it was just a simple case of getting the ball to the other side of the field. They throwed 2 passes. Third one, we freeze it there. Finally, this player has to come in and make a tackle. Brandon Pearson and Steve Menzies in open space. Gets a saloon passage to the line. The defence arrived pretty well. Miles was there, but just great work. Throwing the pass at the exact time it needed to be thrown. Not enough troops there again for the Roosters.
Well, they are the best broken field team in the competition, Manly, and they'll make you pay every time they get space. And you're right, less troops out there, more space on the field, more gaps, and this could be anything now. 8-0.
He was sliding and sliding Brandon Pearson. He didn't want to commit himself, but eventually he just looked up, saw that there were 3 players getting too close to the try line, and he had to make a decision and go in.
Hunter from the sideline. What a magnificent looking kick, but it's just short.
And maybe they'll make me eat my words. It might have been taken the 2-4 short.
Ricketson is tackled. 7 metres away, right in the centre of the ground. Barnhill, Lamb across the back, puts the dummy on. He's over, the little bloke. Adrian Lamb is over. Oh, can he play football, this kid?
And make decisions.
Oh, start eating them, Snorky. How do they taste? Adrian Lamb, what a player. Beautiful stuff from Lamb. A very intricate move, but in the end, it's just the dummy. They fell for it. They didn't come back on the inside in defence. And Adrian Lamb, he still had some work to do when he got to the line.
He kept his cool, didn't he, Adrian Lamb? He was being twisted about. Jeff Tuvey stayed on the outside, and Jim Sedaris, he just didn't have the speed to get across. See there, Tuvey is solely occupied by the outside runner, Rigon. And as Sedaris makes the tackle, Lamb puts the football down. Yeah, good decision to go for the try. They were cutting up the Sydney defence at times. And there you see a great angle there of the run from Adrian Lamb, just drifting across.
Come back. Sydney City, one would think, buoyed by that. Their confidence would be up again. Lowry driven down by Sedaris. Played back for Bonetti.
Battle out there after that tackle. They stood toe-to-toe for a while, didn't throw them for cheers. Oh, strong tackle there on Brandon Pearson. Great hit.
8 points to 6. And a minute of time in the first half. Sedaris, Innes, long pass, Gartner, short ball Field, long ball Menzies, then for Danny Moore, beats one, gets his pass away for Hancock, then Manly take it 25 metres out from the line. Play back for Danny Moore. Craig Field puts on a long pass. Cliffy Lyons, running unchecked. Now Innes is tackled. The ball came out, but it was propelled forward. That is the turnover.
Oh, they're struggling out wide, aren't they, the Roosters? They're not adjusting at all, and Manly have got too much skill and speed out there for them at the moment. And I've got to give a rap to Andrew Walker. What a performance. The bloke shouldn't even be playing. He's got the bad case of tonsillitis, and he's come up with another try-saving tackle here on Craig Innes.
And that was the last tackle, and that's the reason that Craig Innes tried to push the football out the back.
Terry Hill is back on the park. Now, Jim Sedaris. Furthering a good game. Cliffy Lyons runs away from intercept! And Brandon Pearson is on his way. Don't worry about shutting the gate. He's over. Brandon Pearson celebrates his arrival at Bondi.
As do Scott Goulet and Brett Ogle in the players' enclosure. The last tackle here, Cliff Lyons. He shapes the kick, then runs it. As we freeze play there, you can see that Brandon Pearson's got a simple play at it, but Lyons to throw the football has actually turned his body, and that took time away from him. Made it a much easier task for Brandon Pearson. It had an intercept written all over it as soon as he shaped to throw the football. And what a start for the Roosters.
And what can you say? 9 times out of 10, Cliff Lyons would find his mark on the outside and possibly a manly try, but Pearson read it very well.
Just the start the coach wanted.
When we go wide with our running back rowers, so let's spread the football wide as much as possible.
Steve Roach on the sidelines. 12 men on either side of the halfway. With those two players sent off, here's another chance for Sydney City. It's rebounded though for Hancock. Play back for John Hopewadi. Ricketson hanging on with Cleary.
They're reminiscent of the try that they scored in the final minutes against Newcastle. The kick over the top. On that occasion, Walker batted it.
Kosef, Hermanson, Fittler. Fittler, right across the ground. Elsgood runs into the waiting arms of Innes. 5th tackle. Walker. Big kick. Plenty of time for the chase. Oh, I thought he had it. Brandon Pearson.
Well,
he's been given offside. That was nearly going to be miraculous.
No, it's a turnover. He was onside. And he had it and was thinking about putting it over the line. There, he's got it. It's come off the Georgie Best. Oh.
The Seagulls pushing the player back down. Sean Garlick.
15 metres away from the Sydney City line. Tuvey. On the left is Tierney. 10-metre line. Back now for Lyons. Lyons, oh, Cliffy's over. You good thing. The old bloke's in again. There comes the smile. One of the oldest players in the game.
And one of the wiliest and one of the cagiest. He wanted to make up for the mistake. It goes across field. As we freeze it there, just have a look at Shane Rigon. Races up on the outside, totally overreads the play. And as play continues, Cliff Lyons says, thank you very much. I'll go through Sydney heads and go in under the posts.
Well, that's poor defence. Really is. I mean, it's bad enough, say, on the halfway line, but 5 metres out from your own line, there's no excuse for it. And Phil Gould must be very disappointed, as would be his teammates. Showing the football, that's what it's all about. Putting the players in two minds. I love this one.
He had the blinkers on there, Shane Rigon, didn't he? He was dead set keen to get through to Nick Kosef. He might have been in the game a long time, Cliffy Lyons, but he still gets great joy out of putting them over the line, especially after giving away 6 not that long ago.
Welcome you back, wherever you might be. The 9 networks coverage of rugby league and the Optus Cup on a Friday. Clear night in Sydney, very cold. There's nobody out there that's too cold because they're turning on a beauty. Manly and Sydney City. Played by 27 metres out. Centre of the ground. Lions. The kick is not good. Hunter, Hill. That ball went down, I think, off a Sydney City defender. It'll be a Manly loose head and feed.
Cherry Hill desperately trying to throw the ball back in field. It came off the Sydney City Rooster hand. Brandon Pearson into touch. Manly scrum through.
Also Rigon. The last tackle. Lions. Face pass. Innes. Then Hopewadi's over. That's his second try. No! It's called back for forward. Manly embrace. They've spent the money, but there's none to spend.
Bad luck there for the Eagles. Manly have got too much skill at the moment for this Roosters team. The long ball from Lions, that one looked okay. Was that one forward? The last one he called forward.
Tierney loses it. This will give Sydney City a chance.
Very strong tackle from Rigon. Tierney taking the ball up only 8 metres out from his own line. Tuvey can't believe it, thought it was pulled out.
I've also got a question mark as to whether Rigon was onside. Got up there very, very quickly.
Clubs. It's in Wide World of Sports tomorrow as Brandon Pearson looks for his second. Played back for Lamb. Tries to dance his way through the markers. 2 metres out. Bonetti. Lamb. Now Barnhill. Barnhill back. Lamb is there. Away for Walker. Walker for Cleary. And Cleary is held. Bonetti again. Lamb. Now for Fittler. Fittler propels it. Pearson rubber kicks. It's over the dead ball line.
The grubber kick was a good option earlier in the tackle count. Craig Hancock was playing up in the line. On that occasion, Brad Fittler, this pass, it was a beauty. And really he had to throw the ball and give his wingman, Miles, an opportunity to take Hunter on one with a bit of space.
Yeah, his wingman had some space there too, didn't he? And he's pretty...
Manly on their own 40-metre line. Here's the other back rower. Sadara's got a quick play the ball from Menzies. There's Craig Field up the centre, making a customary break. He's got support, and they go within inches. Hopewadi claims a try, but the referee ruled that it went forward.
And you know who's made the try-saving tackle? It was Matt Singh. For the 3,000th time in his career, he saved a try.
And it was great work from Andrew Walker as well. As he did in the first half, he backed off for as long as humanly possible. Craig Field beat Bonetti. Look, all ends up that Gartner was going to score, but Matt Singh, well, how often does he do it? And how important may this be in the final wash-up?
What about the pace of Gartner? I don't. Barnhill, a speculator. Lamb runs into the shoulder of Danny Moore. 5 tackles gone, and Fittler will be wanting it. They've gone on the other side of the ruck for Walker in the in goal, and very, very close this one.
I think Hopewadi touched the football.
Yeah, he's... Oh, hang on. He's gone out to the 20-metre line.
I'm pretty sure that Hopewadi's hand touched the footy.
Well, 61 minutes gone. Manly by 2. This is what happened. Off the boot of Andrew Walker. There's a touch. The cameramen are the best.
No, you're all right. You're a good commentator.
Innes is 31 metres away. Now for Lions. And then quick passing. Sadara's away. Oh, Terry. What are you doing?
He's had a mental block out. He was going to pass him, but he had some glue on his hands. Once again, they've gone wide. They're carving the Roosters up out there.
Few metres on the Manly side of halfway. Now for Kosef. Field throws the dummy. Oh, desperation tackle by Bonetti. He's penalised.
Gee, Young did some good work there, Bonetti. Craig Field getting up to play the football. It was the last tackle as well. Let's just have a look. The youngster claiming that he didn't put a hand on him. The tackle was a good one. Field gets up. Bonetti, he just touches him enough.
5 gone on the halfway. Lamb, Walker, and out on the full, so the pendulum swings back to Manly.
Yeah, that could be a big blow for the Roosters. Manly they're playing pretty well, Manly, when they get the football in their hands. Cliff Lyons is controlling.
Gardner's the dummy half. Lyons, Field, shovels it back. Hancock, Lyons for Gardner. Gardner for Hill. Hill's over. Manly are in. Manly are over again.
Well, Steve Rhodes just said that Brad Fittler needed to run the football for the Roosters. Craig Field has run the football very well tonight for his team. It's the last tackle. They relax a little bit as we freeze play there. You can see with Field going back infield, the Roosters' defence hasn't moved up on the other side of the ruck. As play continues, a great ball to Hancock, a good offload, Lyons onto Daniel Gardner, and Terry Hill, he just accepted it in, made sure of the simple catch to put it down. But Craig Field, a little bit of lazy defence on the inside, and he was just too good.
They just couldn't keep going, the Roosters in defence. It's been all Manly. And just outnumbered in the end. Craig Field, when he runs, he's a...
The trainer, Brian Hollis. Now a drop goal is coming. Craig Field struck it beautifully. The arm will go up, it does. Well, you can't follow this kid. Kicks them from the sideline, misses them from in front.
The $1,000 Nokia man of the match. Also the winner of the 8110 Nokia mobile phone goes to Manly 5'8", Cliff Lyons. Cliff, Manly really needed to play that well, although they are on top of the premiership. Their form hasn't been that good of late.
No, it hasn't been good the last 6 weeks. Because of all this bits around, I think they've sort of upset us a bit. But it's the road to the semis now. We just try to work and getting our game right in the plan.
A tremendously patient Sea Eagles today. Sydney City scored a couple of minutes before half-time, and then straight after half-time through an intercept thrown by yourself. But it's a very patient effort from Manly.
Yeah, it was. We just had to keep our cool and just plug away and just work hard. It was just everyone gave 110%. We deserved the win.
Well, the hosts of a lot of great players. Congratulations on behalf of Nokia and Channel 9, Cliffy.
Thanks, Blogger. Thanks to Channel 9 and Nokia. Thanks, mate. Cheers.